The prophet Isaiah, and chapter 49, verse 1. Listen, O isles, unto me, and hearken, ye peoples from afar. Jehovah hath called me from the womb, from the bowels of my mother hath he made mention of my name. And he hath made my mouth like a sharp sword. He hath concealed me under the shadow of his hand, and he hath made me a polished shaft in his quiver hath he hidden me. And he said unto me, Thou art my servant, Israel, in whom I will glorify myself. And I said, I have laboured in vain. I have spent my strength for naught and in vain. Nevertheless my judgment is with Jehovah, and my work with my God. And now, saith Jehovah, that formed thee from the womb to be his servant, that I should bring Jacob again to him. Though Israel be not gathered, yet shall I be glorified in the eyes of Jehovah, and my God shall be my strength. And he said, It is a small thing that thou shouldst be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob, and to restore the preserved of Israel. I have given thee for a light of the nations, that thou mayest be my salvation unto the end of the earth. Thus saith Jehovah, the Redeemer of Israel, his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to the servant of rulers, kings shall see and arise, princes, and they shall worship, because of Jehovah who is faithful, the Holy One of Israel, who hath chosen thee. Thus saith Jehovah, in a time of acceptance have I answered thee, and in the day of salvation have I helped thee. And I will preserve thee, and give thee for a covenant of the people to establish the land, to cause to inherit the desolate heritages. Saying to the prisoners, Go forth, to them that are in darkness, show yourselves. They shall feed in the ways, and their pasture shall be on all bare hills. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that hath mercy on them will lead them by the springs of water, will he guide them. And I will make all thy mountains a way, and my highways shall be raised up. Behold, these shall come from afar, and behold, these from the north and from the west, these from the land of Sinim. Shout, ye heavens, and be joyful, thou earth, and break forth unto singing, ye mountains. For Jehovah hath comforted his people, and will have mercy upon his afflicted ones. But Zion said, Jehovah hath forsaken me, and the Lord hath forgotten me. Woman forget her sucking child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb. Even these forget, but I will not forget thee. No, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy sons shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that laid waste to go forth from thee. Lift up thine eyes round about, and behold, they will gather themselves together. They come to thee. As I live, saith Jehovah, thou shalt indeed clothe thee with them all as with an ornament, and bind them on as a bride doth. For in thy waste and thy desolate places, and thy destroyed land, thou shalt even now be too straitened by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallowed thee up shall be far away. The children of thy bereavement shall yet say in thine ears, The place is too narrow for me. Make room for me, that I may dwell. And thou shalt say in thy heart, Who hath borne me these, seeing I had lost my children, and was desolate, an exile, and driven about? And who hath brought up these? Behold, I was left alone. These, where were they? Thus saith the Lord Jehovah, Behold, I will lift up my hand to the nations, and set up my banner to the peoples, and they shall bring thy sons in their bosom, and my daughters shall be carried upon the shoulder. And kings shall be thy nursing fathers, and their princesses thy nursing mothers. They shall bow down to thee with their face towards the earth, and lick up the dust of thy feet. And thou shalt know that I am Jehovah, for they shall not be ashamed who wait on me. Shall the prey be taken from the mighty? And shall he that is rightfully captive be delivered? For thus saith Jehovah, even the captive of the mighty shall be taken away, and the prey of the terrible shall be delivered. And I will strive with him that striveth with thee, and I will save thy children. And I will feed them that oppress thee with their own flesh, and they shall be drunken with their own blood as with new wine. And all flesh shall know that I, Jehovah, am thy Saviour and thy Redeemer, the mighty one of Jacob,